Hey there viewers, and we are going to be doing a brand new challenge this week, starting with the hero section and logo, which is for a startup to write the best pictures possible for angel investors. And this is from ideasai.net. And before we get into the video, if you do find the content useful, please leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, hit the bell. My name is Roy, I'm a web designer. And what we're going to be doing is keeping it really simple, keeping the design simple, so it's going to be easy to pick up, practice, make it your own, and let's get into the challenge. Okay, so we are starting a challenge, and this is going to be speeded up as well. So I had a poster there of Ready Player One, and this has inspired me to do some of the design, or the name actually, Pitch One. Just to have a bit of fun with branding, with naming, and again, obviously a lot of the stuff is not going to be the greatest, but hey, we just want to practice, keep it simple. And there is one concept that I use inspiration from, and it's called Drop Deck. The founders, I actually know the founders, you might want to check them out. And here what I'm doing is I'm thinking of copy that could entice the user. So made by successful founders with investors who want to see the best. So I think that might be good, because if well, the problem to begin with is when you're pitching to investors, especially if it's your first time, or even depending how many times you've done it, if you haven't been successful, what do you write? How do you pitch it? What are the lists? What are the checklists? What are the do's and don'ts? And for example, so that could be a problem. And maybe if there were some insights from investors and people that have done it in a very simple format, then maybe that could be very useful. So the way I'm approaching it, I'm just keeping it really simple. So hopefully if you're a beginner designer or developer, this is just going to be very easy to pick up. And here I'm just putting in a CTA, a text. Then I convert it to auto layout, which is another nice way of doing this. So you have a text layer, convert it to auto layout, and then I just start putting padding in there. I have a height of 72 pixels. And a padding of left and right of around 32 pixels. And now I just put all those elements in an auto layout. So now I can space them out very nicely, like 32 pixels spacing. And then there I just put a screen, a max screen frame there. So it will encourage you to scroll if you're interested. And then I'm just using the typical mesh gradient just as a placeholder. Because what we're going to be doing is we're going to build out the whole page in the week. We're going to be doing mobile, things like that. So let's keep it simple. And now you have a nice big CTA that you can see there, and you have the simple navigation at the top. And now this is feedback that I'd love to get from you, the viewer. So I'm actually looking for fonts on Google Fonts. I'm basically going to pick 3, and one is DM Sans, which is very clean. Another one is called, you can see there, DM Sans. It's just so clean. You might not have seen this before, you probably have, but sometimes fonts that you haven't seen before appear fresh to you. So the next choice I'm going with, you can see Pitch One is just so clean. Just with and here I'm exploring the different fonts. So Orbitron, and then Audiowide I believe is a third choice. Audiowide looks quite similar to the Ready Player One style. Yeah, Audiowide, that's the one. So these are all in Google Fonts. Let me know which one you think could fit the brief well. And this is just really quick and easy, just thinking of the font, what will suit the brand, what will resonate with the audience, and the audience are, well, ultimately it will be for investors, but also founders, for example, who have to use this tool. So here I'm testing out the fonts. I'm putting in Orbitron, which is a very techie sci-fi kind of look, hence the Ready Player One. And at the same time, you don't always have to take these challenges so seriously. You know, have some fun, put in your own personality, because I tend to like futuristic sci-fi, you know, Marvel and superhero stuff. So hence the triangle, the typical Superman, or Superman's diamond. But here I'm playing with a very simple shape. This is the nice thing. I think the challenge is with designs, especially if you're beginning, is trying to keep it really simple. Don't go too crazy with designs. Get the basics in. Choose a nice clean font. Use simple shapes. Don't put too much in your design. Focus on the typography. Is it legible? Is it clear? Get those right. So there I just tightened the line height, because when you have a heading you can reduce that gap. And here I'm just putting each of the three fonts, Orbitron at the end, Audiowide and DM Sans. So what I'm doing now, I'm just copying them all, and I'm doing a little test. So I'm switching up the colors I'm reversing it, seeing how it looks, and you can see it's still legible. When I keep saying legible, is it clear? Is it readable? Is it easy to read? So that's the nice thing about zooming in and out. So I'm always hitting the minus to zoom out and the plus to zoom in. It's just so super quick. And now I'm just putting in the mesh gradient just to see how it looks. So this is potentially how the brand could be in different scenarios. And it's just really quick to test out, because it's so simple to begin with. We're not making it complex. We're keeping it simple. And you're just going to think of different ways to use the branding. So again here, yeah, I'm just putting in the mesh gradients in each one. Let me know what you think about the font. Which font would you go for? And then yeah, so I'm just reversing it and seeing how it looks. Is it still legible? If I put it in white, of course the color in the background has to be a good contrast. I'm just going by eye, but you'd very likely have to use a tool. Stark is a very good plugin for Figma to check the contrast. So here I'm just playing around with effects. So glow, I've created 5 drop shadows, and just to give it that nice glow, because you got that Ready Player One kind of glow. And Cyberpunk, I know, has been getting has been trending a lot lately, so they've got that nice kind of glow as well on some of their design stuff. And yeah, so coming to the end of the video, and here I'm just placing in the mesh gradient. You can see that I've got like 3 different concepts, and please do let me know which font you would choose. And yeah, we're at the end of the video. It's just super quick. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, hit the bell, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.